Welcome everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I just kind of wanted to show off my Imperial army. And I know it's not the biggest army in the world, I know that. But considering I've only been collecting for over a year now, I feel like we've done pretty dang good, and so that's my excuse. But no, there's not really any reason to be rushing into it and trying to buy all the Lego that I can right now when I have all my life to collect. But as of right now, this is what we got, and I'm really happy about it. If you're new to the channel, this is kind of what we do here. We kind of look at some Legos that I have, some new minifigures or sets that I've picked up. We do builds. I like doing the builds. I really enjoy making these videos and showing what I have, not really to brag, but it's exciting. And I know as a younger self, I used to watch plenty of videos of people showing off their collections, and I really wanted to be like them one day and have a collection of my own that I can share with others, so that it may bring joy to their lives or not. Alright, here we've got our Imperial minifigures. I remember when I first started collecting, I had maybe 5 at the time. I think the first set that I got was this AT-AT here, and it came with General Veers, the 2 pilots, some snowtroopers, and Luke Skywalker. But after that, I just was kind of hooked, and I started buying more and collecting more Lego sets and minifigures. And as you can see, it's grown to something really awesome. It's continually growing. I want to one day have a massive army, you know, like 100 stormtroopers or more. I mean, maybe 1,000. That'd be super cool. I don't know, that's that's pretty far-fetched. But as of right now, we got a lot of stormtroopers here. I've always wanted to build a stormtrooper army, my bad. But yeah, and we're in the process of doing that. I really love the new artillery stormtrooper. I really like the yellow on him. I think he's super cool. And the thing is, with the older stormtroopers and the newer ones, they've got pretty different helmet types, as you can see. And I hear a lot of people complaining about the helmet. You can't really move it side to side, which is, I don't think it's too big of a deal. I just feel like it's kind of whatever. I mean, the older ones, you couldn't really move it unless you picked it up and then moved it. But I love both of them. I think both of them are super awesome. Either way, the head moves or doesn't move, I think they're super cool. Up at the front there, we've got Vader and Emperor Palpatine and Grand Moff Tarkin. And over here, we've got a bunch of snowtroopers. Again, we've got some newer ones and some older ones here. The newer ones, you see they've got the printed capes on the torso and the legs. The helmet comes off and reveals a face. And the helmets are actually a lot more accurate. But for me, I gotta go with the older version of the snowtroopers, because for me, I don't know what it is, but I really like the helmets connected to the packs. For some reason, it just makes them so cool. The eyes are hollow, so when you put on the helmet onto the minifigure with the black head, it looks like the eyes are there. But yeah, I think for me, I really like the older version a lot better. Over here we've got some Death Troopers from The Mandalorian. They're super cool. They've got a really nice chest piece that goes over the neck, and the head goes on top of it. Kind of like a Buzz Lightyear type. And over here, we've got a bunch of TIE Fighter pilots. We've got older versions, which for me, I like the newer versions. I think they look a lot better. But for the time, they did a really good job on the design of the TIE Fighter pilots. We've got a bunch of Imperial guards here. I've always liked the look of those. And these black ones here with like the red eyes. I need to research what they're called. Oh, there he goes. But I need to research what they're called. Because I always look at them and be like, what are you from? Who are you? What are you called? And right here we've got just like a bunch of officers lined up. And for some reason, I've always really loved the look of the officers. Just something about them, just really nice and appealing. So this is my favorite one here. And then we've got our little Inquisitors, which I don't really care for all that much. But I think they're cool minifigures to look at. But other than that, I'm just not a huge fan of them. But yeah, there we have it. These are the minifigures in our Imperial army, but I know it's small right now, but in the future, we're just gonna continue to build this up and make something great. Here we've got a couple TIE Fighters, and I said in my last video that I think that these sets here are just a solid set, real nice. And what I mean by solid is like they're pretty solid. Like you can throw them around like that, like you're flying, and they're gonna hold up real nice. And just the look of them is so nice. You can put the pilot in through the top here, or no, it's in the front. You could put your pilot through the front there. Real quick access. And I know that they're supposed to go in through the top. We got to see that in the new Andor show. But either way, I think they're still super cool. The wings on these are super nice. They did a really good job designing these. And on the bottoms here, they've got the little blasters, little flick missiles. How do you shoot these off? I forgot. Well, you shoot them off somehow. But nope. There we go. You just push it down. I was trying to push it through, but you just push it down. Nice. But yeah, we've got a couple TIE Fighters. I really want to get a lot more, have like a huge army of them. Maybe not a huge army, but maybe close to 10. I think that would be super cool to have that. But until then, we've got two. Super happy for them. All right, we've got a little ATST here. It's just an older set that I picked up. It was used, but I was like, screw it. So I know that's missing a couple pieces. One that I know of right here in the front. This little piece right here. I'm sure I have a spare one there, but I just haven't really cared to put one on yet. But But yeah, this ATST is really cool. It's just a smaller version. This is the only ATST that I have at the moment. Or no, actually, that's false. I do have the one from the Mandalorian. There's a big size difference between these two. This is the one from the Mandalorian. It's got that real rustic look and looks like it's been painted and no longer in Imperial hands. And this, on the other hand, is just a regular Imperial issued ATST, I guess to say. But yeah, there's totally a size difference. Not saying that size matters or anything, but yeah. Here we've got an Imperial shuttle. A little dusty. But I really like the design of these shuttles. I don't think that the, what do you call it, cab up here is very good, because that's all that's to it, is just you plop a minifigure in there and you close it up, which I guess for play sense is fine, but it's not really all that great in my opinion. But other than that, the wings on it are just, I think, are amazing or awesome. They can fold down like it's flying. Yeah, and then fold back up when it's landing. But yeah, I think it's really a nice set to just look at. The back is super cool here, but other than that, there's really not much to it. Yeah, I think the only interior is this part right here. And here we've got an AT-AT. I know it's not the UCS version, but one day I want to get that one. But honestly, this one's super cool. This is one of the first sets that I got, and kind of got me into collecting Lego, because it was such a big set at the time, and I always thought like, man, it's gonna take me forever to build, you know. But you know, I had a lot of fun building it, and the result is just so nice. It's I can't even explain how awesome it is. The legs are really nice. You can move them to make it look like it's actually walking, you know, maybe like this. But yeah, I think the head on it is really nice. It can move side to side. And I don't think it has an interior. Or no, it does. And has a little interior that you can put your guys into the top. There's only room for 3 guys, maybe 2. The AT-AT pilots, and maybe general viewers, but other than that, there's really not much room for any more to go into the interior here. But if you go to the side lifts up, maybe lifts up, and that's where you can put your snow troopers in. You know, it has 5 seats in there, so if you have 5 snow troopers, if you want, you can throw in there. I think the UCS one, you can fit like 15 or something like that. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good number. Overall, this is one of my favorite sets. For the fact appearance is amazing, and building it was a lot of fun. Well, that's it, guys. That's really all I have to share for my Imperial Army. But in the future, I hope to have more to share, and probably will, because I'm going to continue to build this Imperial Army. Maybe not all at once, just kind of going all out and spending a lot of money on a bunch of Lego at one time, but periodically buying more. If you guys enjoyed this video, um, stay tuned for more, because we've got a lot of Legos and we'll continue to get more. So thank you and have a great day.